Hi, my name is Olivia and I just recently made the UC Davis cheerleading squad. Now, before my tryouts, I was looking on YouTube to try to find a video that kind of explained to me how tryouts were going to work and when I should prepare for them, but I couldn't find any. So I thought, since I just went through the whole process and made the squad, that I would make a video and tell you guys how to prep and like what they're like and stuff. Okay, so first to prep. The first thing you want to do is go on your school's website and look at their cheerleading program, and you want to see like what kind of requirements they have. So UC Davis, I'm just going to use them as an example since I know what it's like, but each school is going to be different. So for UC Davis, you have to have a standing back handspring by yourself or with a light spot to be on the team. So in case your school has any requirements like that, you want to know way ahead of time so that you can take a tumbling class or a dance class, whatever it is you need to be ready for the team. So after you do that, you want to start working at home on your skills to get ready for tryouts. You want to make sure you stretch every day, work on kicks and jumps, and work on your tight motions in the mirror. For kicks and jumps, I would recommend putting on ankle weights, or there are these elastic bands that you can get, and they really help improve your jump. So I'd recommend those. And then for motions, in college cheer, they really stress tight, sharp, clean motions. So you want to make sure you work on your high V's in the mirror, show them to your friends or your family, and have them critique you. And what you also need to know is that criticism is not a bad thing. Especially at tryouts, they want to help you. They want you to make the squad. They want you to be a better cheerleader. So if they tell you to move your high V, outward a little bit or back or whatever, don't be offended. They want to help you, so just take it with grace and humility and just say thank you and then fix it. Okay, so the next thing you want to do to prep for tryouts is figure out what you're going to wear and what you're going to look like. So since you're new to the squad and all the returning girls know each other but they don't know you and the coach doesn't know you, you want to look kind of similar every day. For UC Davis, we had 3 cheerleading tryout clinics and then the actual tryout. So we got together 3 times, 3 hours each, to practice and learn all the material. So I know one of their freshmen, she wore the same outfit, same hair, every single day. So you can either do that or you can look similar, which is what I did. So my hair is naturally straight, so I didn't curl it or wave it any of the days. I just kept it naturally straight. One day I put a side braid in my ponytail, and one day I wore a headband, and one day I did a slight poof, not a big cheerleading poof, but a slight poof. So just look similar every day. I wore a different black t-shirt every day, and then my cheer shoes. So yeah, so you want to make sure you look similar. You want to make sure you have on natural makeup, but so you have to be careful not to go to the extreme of no makeup while I'm practicing, and oh, I'm on stage, I need red lipstick and false eyelashes. So you need to find a healthy medium between those two, because like I said, the girls don't know you. They're gonna be, kind of surprised and shocked if they see you with no makeup one day and then tons of makeup the next day, and they're not gonna remember who you are if you don't look the same. So yeah, that's my last tip, look the same. So first, look at the requirements for the cheer program, make sure you can meet those, look at them ahead of time in case you need to work on something. Secondly, work on your skills at home, kicks, jumps, motions, tumbling, whatever it is, work on it at home. And then third, plan your outfits, look, sweet and nice. You're a cheerleader, be happy. Yeah, so those are my 3 prepping tips. Okay, so like I said, at Davis we had 3 tryout clinics and then the tryout on all day Saturday. Some schools are different. I know Cal Poly did a 12-hour tryout clinic and then tryouts at the end of the day. So I know it's different for every school. So for Davis, so Sunday night, we went there and first you just signed in, gave me your email. We got in a circle and just stretched by ourselves. And then we got up and the coach went over motions with us. She really stressed tight, sharp, clean motions. One thing that really stuck to me was she said, take the direct path to the next motion. So for instance, if you're going to a high V to a K, you want to take a direct path there instead of like circling around or like breaking or something. You want to take the direct path to the next motion to make it tight and really sharp. First we went over motions, and then we went over jumps. And our coach, she doesn't put that much emphasis on jumps, so that was actually the only day we worked on it. But each coach will be different. So we did that, and then the next thing we did was we started learning the fight song, which we did for about an hour. So the fight song is just a lot of sharp motions. You have to be able to pick up choreography quickly. So what I would recommend is, if you're not too good at picking up choreography yet, or if you want to test yourself, go on YouTube, type in UCA Extreme Routine, and try to learn an extreme routine in an hour. It's about the same length, like 5 or 6, 8 counts. So just like practice, like trying to pick up a routine in an hour, and then practicing it at home, and trying to do it like perfectly the next day. It's just like little exercises like that will help you pick up choreography. So that's what we did. We did the fight song for an hour, and then and we were in the gymnastics room too. And one thing I would recommend, so at our gym, there's the floor, and then on the wall there's a mirror. But the mirror only covers about 3/4 of the floor, and I didn't realize that, so I went to the far side where like nobody was at to get my spot. Then I couldn't see myself in the mirror. So if there is a mirror, make sure you are in front of it so you can watch yourself learning the routine, seeing if you're doing it right, along with the veterans. So I learned that for about an hour, and like we learned it all, and then we got into, they would say, get into groups. And so like the veterans were so helpful, so nice. They helped all us new girls. If you had a section that you were confused about, they would help you like work that out, or they would just count for you if you want to do it over and over again. So it was really awesome. Okay, so the next thing we did was worked on stunts. And so what she had us do was like all the flyers went to one section, all the bases and all the back spots, and then she just started pairing up random groups. So we did it first, and then you know how at stunt camp, they have everybody sit down, then they have a demo group, and they show you like, here's how to do a prep. So they show it to you, then they explain each person's role in it, and then they show it to you again. So that's what we did, and she really emphasized safety, which was nice. And so we just started from the ground up. We started with the hang drill, thigh stands, shoulder sits, and we moved up. I think the first day we got to preps, extensions, and cradles. So yeah, that's what we worked on the first day with stunts. And then the second day, or the second tryout clinic, we did move on to like one-man stunts and libs and basket tosses and all that crazy stuff. So yeah, so that was the second march. We did that for about an hour, and then so the end of the first night, we ended with an hour of open gym, which was really cool. So we had like one corner open for, or one diagonal open for corner tumbling, and then one section where you work on standing tumbling. And then if you didn't have any tumbling, you could like work on your dance in the mirror. So it was really great. It was really inspiring because you saw everything from girls just had round offs, round off back tucks, round off back handles, back layouts. Several of the girls were working on fulls as well. So that was really neat. And then like standing tumbling, I saw like toe touch back tuck, then just regular standing back tucks, and like standing back handspring. So there are like all different levels of tumbling, which I thought was really cool. It actually pushed me. I ended up getting my back tuck. Okay, I was a gymnast before, so I did have it 4 years ago, and then I haven't been able to do any gymnastics or tumbling since then, but I got it back in that night, so I was really happy. So that was fun. So like my personal next goal is to get my round off back handspring, back tuck / layout, because I haven't done that in 4 years as well, so I'm hoping to get that back. So anyway, so that was the first day. We learned a fight song, stunts, and worked on tumbling. And then the second night, it was pretty much the same routine, except same format. We learned another fight song, and we learned a sideline. So we learned 2 fight songs, and during the third tryout clinic, what they did is they just put on the music for about an hour or so, and it would just switch back and forth between each one. So you had to be able to like pick up which one it was. So that was really interesting. So yeah, you have to make sure you like practice a lot at home. Make sure you're really tight. And yeah, just be happy. Remember that the tryout isn't only on Saturday. The whole thing is a tryout. So you want to be happy and courteous the whole time. You don't have to fake anything. But like just be happy, be yourself. I'm sure if you're trying out for college cheerleader, like you're a happy person. So just make sure you really show that. Be graceful and humble and thankful to them. And yeah, just have a good time. So now I'm going to tell you what the actual tryout on Saturday was like. Okay, so remember how I said you want to dress similar all week? Well, usually on the day of the tryout, you have a set uniform. So for us, it was a white t-shirt with black shorts, white cheer shorts, hair up, and a bow, and then performance makeup. But I think that was more for dance team, because for cheer, for our school, you don't want to have the red lipstick, you don't want false eyelashes. Just look like you made an effort, so put on some mascara, some eyeliner, maybe a little bit of eyeshadow, some blush, and like just some natural color lip gloss. You don't have to go crazy. So we did that. We got there like an hour early. They let us stretch, and they put on the music so we could work on our fight songs. So that was good. And you want to make sure, like, you don't want to count on that time as like practice time. You want to make sure you have it perfect like the night before, and then so you're just like brushing it up, just making sure it's nice and sharp and tight and clean. So we did that for a while, and then they split us into groups of 3, and I think there were 6 or 7 groups of 3. And they sent you out into the hallway, sit down, and they called you in, each group one at a time, and they would have you do the sideline, and then they would put on the fight song music, but you didn't know which fight song it was going to be. So all of a sudden they would start music, and you had to be able to tell if it was Aggie Fight or Sons of California. So you had to make sure you knew which one it was right away. So that was kind of cool. It was like a pop quiz, which actually wasn't that cool. But yeah. So, for us, like I said, our coach doesn't put a big emphasis on jumps. So she just had us do our jump during, like, in the fight song, there's a part where you do the dance, and then there's a long part where it's like people singing, so you stand and clap. So she had us do our jump in there, and then we did the motions again. So we did that, and then I think that's what we did for the first one. And then yeah, you just want to be really happy, be spirited. I wasn't sure whether to like look the judges in the eye while I was dancing or look at the wall. So I think like a mix of both. Make some eye contact, but don't be like staring at them the whole time. And be happy, spirit on, like, I don't know, do a lot of like this and whatever. Oh, okay. And then one thing they had us do during the sideline, they're called interjections. And I don't know if this is a football cheerleader thing or a college cheer thing, because I haven't, like, my school didn't have a football team, so I haven't cheered football before. But so like during the pause, so it was like go, go, go Aggie, score, 6 more, pause, and we would do it again. So they wanted you to like yell during it, so it'd be like go, go, go Aggie, score, 6 more, come on crowd, go, go. So you would say like come on crowd, or louder, can't hear you, or I don't know, UCD. So interjections. So that kind of messed with my mind. Like that was just way different for me. So I think I finally got it like by the time it was tryouts. And I'll definitely have it now, but during like the clinics, like my brain was just confused because that's so different than what I had done before. So yeah, be ready to change the way you do things. Okay, so then after we did all the groups of 3, then we went back into the gym and they gave us time to warm up our tumbling and our stunts. So this was kind of crazy because you've got some people like stunting, and then you're like, hey, get out of the way, I need to tumble. Then you have to work on standing tumbling. So it's just kind of crazy. But so they're about to do that, and then they left 3 panels, like 4 like sections open for us to keep practicing, and the first panel is what they used for people to try out. So when they called you one by one, everybody had a number on them. They say number 1, then they say, okay, do you have any standing tumbling? Then they would show that, then they say, okay, what about your running tumbling? Show that, then your stunt. So you get your stunt group and do it. So for the first probably like 5 people, everyone was still like practicing and tumbling. But then, so like we got there at 9 that morning. It was already like 12:15 by the time this started, so we were kind of exhausted already. So we all just then sat down and like cheered the people on that were trying out. So like I said, for the standing tumbling, there's everything from a back handspring. One girl did like a back handspring standing back full. One girl did toe touch back tuck. I did standing back tuck. So all different levels. And then running tumbling, and there was some girls only had a round off. Around a back tuck, round back handspring back tuck. One girl, she's really good. She had like a round off, back handspring, back layout, whip back, back full, or something. I don't know. It was crazy. So yeah, all these different standing tumblings. And then yeah, you just got with your stunt group. And then, so like one girl, she's the best flyer, so she flew for like almost every single stunt. And then you could decide, like this one for like, I don't know, let's say number 10. They did a stunt, and it was like a really advanced stunt, so all 4 of them wanted to use it as their tryout. So we were allowed to do that. So all 4 of them used number 10's stunt as their stunt as well. Or you could do different ones, like, I don't have much experience flying, so I just did a prep for mine. I was a flyer, I'm like 5 feet tall. So, yeah, I was a flyer, so I did prep. So of course, like the base and back spot didn't want to use that as their stunt, but that was what I was comfortable with. So they, put me up there, let me have time to like wave and stuff, and then put me down. So yeah, so that was tryouts. It was a lot of fun. The girls were super nice. I really recommend, if you love cheering, go for it in college. I cannot wait to start practices and get the season going. So yeah, so that lasted, so ours went from like 9 to 1, I want to say. And then we got our results by email a couple days later, so I think Wednesday of that week is when I found out. And then we're having like information meetings soon, and then we'll start practices in the summer. So yeah, I hope that this video helps you with your college cheer tryout preparation, and I hope it inspires you to go for your dreams and be a college cheerleader. If you have like any questions, just comment below and I'll try to answer them. So yeah, good luck with your endeavors. Go Ags!